Hey folks, good to see you again for my first video of the new year. So this is a little bit of a competition entry and a little bit of an update on a few things that I've been working on. So I'm going to be posting this for IDICBeer's 1000 subscribers competition. So first of all, congratulations for all the subscribers. Keep up the good work with your videos. You've got some great content coming out, and thank you very much for running a competition. Some cool prizes, and yeah, I wish everybody the best of luck. So what I've got here is one of the terrain pieces that I've been working on. It's a very simple little thing. It is a road. So one of the things which my club is currently lacking is some good detailed 40k terrain, especially roads and city terrain and things like that. And as my World Eater army is based on a city fight sort of industrial ruins style basing, I'm wanting some terrain which goes with it. So this was a spur of the moment thing which I started doing a few weeks ago. The plastic for it is actually from a kitchen cutting board. So it's a little bit bigger than A4, a little bit smaller than A3 size, and I picked it up from my friendly Japanese $2 shop down the road. So really cheap, and all I had to do was cut it into size. It's already got a little bit of texture. Let's see if I can zoom in here. It's not quite wanting to focus, but it's already got a little bit of texture on there. So all I did to paint it up was I just gave it a light overspray with some white spray paint, just to give it a bit of variation from the plain black. And then the sort of rubble, dirt areas is just PVA glue with some sand and some bits of rubble and so on, which has just been dry brushed in a few different colours. And then I've done some applications of some Forge World weathering powders. Now, to do the road markings themselves, before I did all the weathering and everything else, I just marked out the lines with some masking tape and just gave it a spray. I think next time I do them, I'll do it a dry brush instead of a spray, just to stop that bleed through on the edge of the masking tape. So it didn't take very long to whip each of these pieces up. I've done 3 long sections and 1 little T-shaped section. So this gives me a decent amount of road sections. I'm just waiting for the $2 shop to get a few more of these cutting mats in, and then I will produce a few more. And I've also been working on some scatter terrain to go on top of these. So I've got a couple of big pieces of rubble sections here, and a crater as well. So these are done in the same way as I've done my basing tutorial videos earlier. So I just used some plaster and bits of plasticard and foam board to build up the height and give the details. As you see on this one, I've used a lot of foam board just to show those big sort of chunks of masonry and so on. And then I've got some plasticard I-beams, some bits of brass rod and things like that, just to put the metalwork in. And then they've been weathered up using Model Mate's weathering liquids, and then some Forge World orange rust weathering powders on top. So I'm happy with how these turned out. I'm really happy with this larger one, because what I did for this one, to give it the height, I actually used a whole bunch of leftover foam, just soft foam, which I had from some Pluck foam cases. So what I did was just put some masking tape over the top, and then when I put the plaster over the top of the masking tape and then the PVA glue with the sand and things like that, it's actually given it a really hard sort of texture, but it means that it's really light. There's not too much weight in there, and I've got bags and bags of that soft foam, so it's really nice to be able to find a use for it and get rid of it. So yeah, that's what I've been up to on the 40k side of things. I've got a Mordheim project that I've been working on, and I'll just show you quickly one more thing. This is some extra Space Marines I've got working on. I'm working on expanding a couple of my squads from my regular army up to the larger Horus Heresy Betrayal book. sizes. So I'm looking at having some 15 and 20 man squads, and this is for a little side project that I'm working on, as well as some other gamers from New Zealand who are all building up Legion armies. So these guys are about 1/3 through the painting process, still doing the base coating, and then we'll start adding all the weathering and washes and that sort of stuff. So thanks for watching, guys. Make sure that you check out IDICBeer's channel and throw a couple of entries into his competition. It'd be great to get plenty of entries in there. And thanks for watching. Please don't forget to comment, rate and subscribe. Thanks.